I have the back pages for you. A look at them all, obviously dominated by some brilliant pictures of the England squad. I have to say, it looks like a calm and lovely environment. Back page of the Times, this story you've been speaking about. FA will implore Southgate to stay. The governing body will try to persuade the England manager to extend his deal until the 2026 World Cup, win or lose on Sunday. So that's the headline on the back page of the Times this morning. That's by Matt Lawton and Paul Joyce. And then there's a picture of the man himself, Jude Bellingham, recovering in what looks like a kind of round-shaped sauna. He's catching some Zeds, reclined, looking chilled out. Back page of The Sun, the headline is perfect pint, and a picture of Declan Rice having a nice cup of tea. And then the quote, Rice, if we win it, I'll have my first real beer. I quite like that he's teetotal. That makes me like Declan Rice that little bit more. Apparently he said he was going to have a shandy at one point, but he decided against it, and he will have himself a wee pint if England win. Also in the Telegraph, pictures of Bukayo Saka swimming around in the pool, doing a bit of pool volleyball. Back page of the Express this morning, we'll fight like demons. Picture of Declan Rice patting the badge. I'll hit the bar, again reference to having a pint with Declan Rice. And then the back page of the Mirror this morning, a game of two halves. So that's a kind of flurry of what you're waking up to in the papers this morning.
That's really interesting. I mean, what's the feel you get, Shebahn, when you go through the papers? And I know you took some calls on the show from fans as well. I listened to it, and I thought it was some mixed opinions on Southgate and whether he's doing a good job or not, which I find absolutely remarkable. We're in another final, and there's a debate as to whether he's doing a good job. But when you look at the papers, what kind of feel do you get? Is it generally positive?
Yeah, definitely. It would be mostly positive, I would say. There seems to be that dying out of the negative punditry. There was a good piece by Martin Samuels a couple of days ago. Even if we win it, even if England were to win it, there would still be negative people. And actually that comes right round to this story this morning that's been reported, that the FA want to tie Southgate down anyway. So people so split on that, and I can't imagine why you would detest a manager so much if he's got you to that many semi-finals. You know, I just find that so bizarre. But from the pictures of camp, you'll see them on the screens this morning too, and all over your social media. The guys look relaxed, they look like they're smiling and they're having a good time. And I think that's important that the press show that side of things actually going into a final, because I don't know about you, Adrian and Stuart, but for the first time it feels like England fans are really happy, and now they're ready to go into a final and feel like they can win it.
I think, let's be honest with you, Shebahn, if we're in the final on Sunday and people are not happy at this stage, have the history that we've had over recent years and whatever, getting to the latter stages of tournaments, we've got every opportunity of picking a trophy up on Sunday. And if you can't be happy and enjoy that, well, come on now.
It's one of those things, I think, with Gareth Southgate too. If he were to win it and then not want to stay on, fair play to him, because he's then done what he set out to do. It's took him a longer time than I think some people would have expected, but also to walk out with his head held high, and then you never know what happens afterwards. He could have that credibility in the bank for such a long time if it doesn't happen for another manager, and then some fans could be looking and going, oh, we didn't know what we had until it was gone. There's a good piece by Dean Smith today inside the Telegraph pullout. Matt Law writing this. Dean Smith celebrating for Ollie Watkins, the headline being, I signed Ollie twice, I knew he was a star. That goal that he scored the other night, Dean said, I can count how many times I've actually seen this goal, and just what a lovely guy he is, being such a superstar. That's a nice piece inside the Telegraph. And just below that, there's more on this story on Man United closing in on £36 million Zirkzee deal and way up a bid for Ivan Toney. James Dunker reporting that this morning. It's believed that Zirkzee will undergo a medical with Manchester United today ahead of that proposed move. It feels, Adrian, that Manchester United are going about their business a bit better this window. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. But I think I can hear the sirens. The pronunciation police are coming for you, because you said on early breakfast we had to play the clip of Rennie Mullenstein.
Yep.
Giving him his correct pronunciation. Is it Zirkzee?
Zirkzee, I think he said.
Yeah.
Zirkzee.
The pronunciation police are coming to get you.
Joshua Zirkzee. I think that's what he said, no?
Honestly, I don't know. But we need to check it out before he gets to the Premier League.
Let's just calm Zirkzee
and make sure we get it right. I just want to take you back to, you had an Everton fan on towards the end of the show, and there are some negative England fans. There's quite a lot. It surprises me how many negative England fans there are. Now, you had an Everton fan on, and he said, I'm just a simple person. These were his words. Not this isn't me saying I am a simple person, but he said, I'm just a simple person. I've watched football my whole life. Southgate makes bad decisions. We've got superstars throughout the team. Now, I listened to that, and I could not believe my ears, because he said, bad decision. Palmer and Watkins came on as subs. One assisted and one scored the winning goal. That's not bad decision making. And he says superstars throughout the team. And I go back to the early 2000s, Stuart, and I look at the team that England had with Campbell, Terry, Ferdinand, Lampard, Gerrard, Owen, Rooney, Scholes, Beckham. Incredible players. But they were superstars, but they didn't always make a great team. And there's something bigger with that. When I heard Darren Bent on talkSPORT, he'll be with us at the final, saying the England shirt is heavy. It's okay being a football superstar, but then you've got to mix with a load of other so-called superstars, elite players, and create a winning and brilliant team. And England, the baggage weighs very heavy, doesn't it?
It does, because there's so much pride in representing your country. Whatever country it is, there's so much pride on it. So if it means so much, that comes with pressure, it comes with all that baggage that comes with it. But listen, it's the greatest honour of your life if you're a sports person to represent your country. It's the highest honour you can possibly have. And I think Gareth's reinforced that as well. I think these players are aware of that. Yeah. They talk about sort of yesteryear's players were much more, had much more passion to represent their country. I've never subscribed to that, never in a million years, because I think this group of players, certainly with England, are very, very proud to represent their country.
Shebahn, we'll speak to you a bit later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Cheers.
That was a look at today's Back Pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
Backpage review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Join Tesco Mobile and get business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big mobile networks. Tesco Mobile. Every little helps. For applicable terms and verification, see tescomobile.com/business.
Coming up, we're going to take a few of your calls ahead of Sunday's final. You can come on and give England a rallying cry. What would it mean to you for them to win the Euros final, live on talkSPORT on Sunday? 03717 223344. And also up next, we'll get the Spanish perspective.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.